My name is Brant, and my story starts on a sour note as I grew up without a father, and that led to confidence issues as well as anger issues. I also had an issue handed to me in the 7th grade when a friend of mine's father said, "Here, try this, drugs." And then for the next 32 years, I was controlled by one substance or another. I had a couple of silver linings in my childhood. My mother, amazing, and the fact that she sent me to a Lutheran high school. It was there that I got to know Cliff Thompson. He was the freshman basketball coach. 3 words describe Coach Thompson: for the Lord. Everything was for the Lord. You run for the Lord, jump for the Lord, rebound for the Lord, for the Lord, for the Lord, for the Lord. By the end of that basketball season, I was living for the Lord. The veil had been removed. My eyes were open. I got it. Unfortunately, my grip wasn't strong enough, and after about 9 months, practicing Christianity slipped through my fingers. And there it lay for 30 years. And in that 30 years, I never once wavered on who he is or how good he is. I just wasn't following him, wasn't living the life. And I wanted to, but I just couldn't turn. Too much pride. There were actually moments in there when I felt I needed some sort of accident, some sort of event to jolt me into turning. It was then that I would talk to him and say, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Pretty much just like that every time. And I always had this coach in my head too, for the Lord. So after 30 years, these anger issues kind of manifested themselves into issues of rage. Not so much outwardly, though sometimes, mainly inwardly. I kept everything inside. Of course, other people would notice that about you, and then they would keep their distance, which was fine with me because they weren't going to get through these walls around me anyway. I had no real willingness to form relationships. The substance issue was alcohol, and that had gotten away from me at that point. I'm laying in bed, wondering, asking, what happened to me? How did I get to this place? And it was there that I accepted my brokenness. And when you do that, it's real easy to offer up your prayers to the Lord, which is what I did. And guess what? He answered, or he heard them. Because when I was finished, there was a sense of peace, a sense of calm that had come over me, a feeling of, that was good, this is right, and this is where I belong. It was as if he was just waiting on me to start healing me. Well, I started a daily prayer routine, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and before long I'm having these lengthy conversations, just unloading all of the junk that happened in my life, right where it belongs, at his feet. It wasn't long after that I decided to enter the doors of this amazing church. Not long after that, I was invited to go to a men's retreat up north and to get to know some of the guys. And that started into a Bible study and fellowshipping, volunteering, Christian music. And before long, I'm walking this new path with joy in my heart. He gave me a brand new me, changed from the inside out. And it all started with a simple and honest conversation with my Father, our Father. At this point, I can't seem to get enough of him and all things of him.